It's time for tonight's first job interview. For the first time ever, the top 15 will face each other peer-to-peer and answer questions written by the other remaining finalists. The order of the questioners and the responders has been randomly chosen by Ernst & Young, so no one knows whose question they'll have to answer until right now. Oh, and this part of the competition, it's worth 25% of tonight's overall scores. On this table right here are 15 questions written by the candidates, and each will read her own question. Okay, here we go. Asking the first pure question is Nebraska. And answering that question is Connecticut. Nebraska? All right, what is your question, Nebraska?
How would you encourage women without a fine arts background to compete in Miss America when historically only stage talents have excelled?
We are heading into Miss America 2.0, where we have the opportunity to showcase who women are on stage and off. I would encourage young women to get involved and showcase what they can do on stage. It doesn't have to be a fine arts talent. Go out there, think outside of the box, and be creative. Thank you.
Well done. Nicely done. Thank you. Come on over, Connecticut. Oklahoma, step up to the microphone. Okay, ask your question.
Oklahoma, what advice would you tell a young woman watching tonight who is dreaming of becoming Miss America?
This week I really explored this question. The advice I would give to 8-year-old Ashley, who dreamed of performing on the Miss Oklahoma and the Miss America stage, is believe in yourself, but believe in your timing. In life, I've learned that timing is everything. And I truly feel like my time is now, and that's why I'm on the Miss America stage, and that's the message I want to share.
Thank you so much. Well done. Idaho, step up to the mic. You're next. And Oklahoma, you're going to ask your question when you're ready.
How have your teachers and your education in general contributed to getting you here at Miss America?
At the UC Davis, I am a minor in Chinese, and my Chinese professors have been instrumental in telling me that the place I start does not determine how far I can go. As a person who's half Chinese and a first-generation American, I'm so proud to have utilized my background and my education to have inspirational people along my way to tell me that anything is possible.
Wonderful, Idaho. Thank you for sharing your story. Come on over here. And Washington, you have the next Washington is the next randomly chosen candidate. Come on down, and Idaho, let's get your question. They're sticky. Here we go. Okay, ready to ask your question? Okay.
Dana Marie, as Miss America, what would you do if you knew you could not fail?
There's so many things I would do. First of all, as a broadcast journalist, I would tell the story of Miss America, go to every single state and share why we're relevant. We are advocating for social impact. I want everybody to know when I walk into a room wearing a crown and sash, I advocate for wheelchair adaptive sports so any child, adult, and veteran can be an athlete.
Thank you so much, Washington. Indiana, step up to the mic. Washington, pick your card. Ready? Ask your question.
Why do you think Miss America as a public figure is relevant in today's world, and how do you plan to prove that? I am firsthand an example of why this organization is relevant. A year ago, I was working full-time in order to afford my online education, but thanks to the scholarships of this very organization, I have a full ride to a private university, and that is relevant. And I would love to share that to our sponsors and future women that would like to get involved in our organization.
Thank you, Miss Indiana. Scholarships are so important. Next, New York. Take your place, New York. Indiana, ask your question.
Our generation has a common issue of low self-esteem and body image. How can you promote positive body image as Miss America?
I would start by sharing my story. I grew up at a predominantly Caucasian school, and there was only a 5% minority, and I felt out of place so much because of the color of my skin. But growing up, I found my love of arts and through music, and that helped me to feel positive about myself and about who I was, and that's what I would encourage women to do, young girls to do, is find who they are.
Find who you are. Wonderfully said, New York. Come on over here, and up next is Colorado. New York? Ready to ask your question? Here we go.
Miss America values the importance of talent. How would you encourage young people to invest their talents in the arts?
The arts are incredibly important in exploring who you are. For me, being artistic is a way to express myself. It's a way to decompress at the end of the day. Through poetry, I'm able to elaborate on my experiences and get things out that I can't necessarily feel comfortable telling to people on a day-to-day basis. And so it's a great way to find a safe space for yourself.
Thank you so much. Aren't these ladies doing wonderfully?